F double R, F double R, F double R, F double R. Gotta bring that energy. Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, F double R fams? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to F double R Friend Request Reviews, where friend request friends to watch The Wire Season 5, Episode 5, titled React Quotes. That's a lovely title, especially since we're in the business of reacting. You know what I'm saying? Kind of suits us. But what is an episode of reacting to quotes without Prop Joe, the OG? I don't know, man. Last episode was crazy. Cheese needed to get put in the dumpster for real this time. But yeah, man, I don't know what to expect moving forward from here, but I've been enjoying season 5 so far, so I ain't got no complaints, man. How about you, Formal? How you feel going into this next one?
I feel really good, man. It feels good to do them back to back this time around. You know what I'm saying? Everything's still fresh from yesterday. And yeah, I like the title, React Quotes. We in the newsroom, so I can only assume they talking about some news articles that are probably gonna pop off. You threw up a couple of predictions yesterday about Scott.
I think it's
Templeton.
Scott. Yeah.
Templeton. I remember his last name now for sure. So Templeton. So I'm kind of thinking about him right now. Maybe he's gonna do some bullshit like you said, but it's good enough for people to react to because it's gonna be like, what the hell's going on? So react quotes. I'm ready.
Listen, man, we're not gonna hold you here any longer. We're just gonna dive right into this episode. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment, and also don't forget to subscribe, okay? The goal is 10K. Only way we're going to get there, though, is you click that button, click that bell, so you get notified when we go live. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yes.
The Wire.
Joe will be missed.
Okay.
Very much missed. You
Okay.
like Joe. Hard man not to like.
Chris on one side, Greek bodyguard on the other.
Meanwhile, we go on.
Like nothing happened.
In business, life, what you learn to appreciate the most is a dependable man. One day, same as the next.
Yeah, I learned a lot from watching Joe.
No one else knows our names. No one else contacts us. Understand?
I wonder if that's why they greenlit Joe, because Marlo got that close to them, and it wasn't supposed to happen.
You stepped up and made your play. Now I gotta make mine.
Look at that. Chris is smart as hell for that. He knows. Got to cut
I
ties.
always like Chris though. He always say what he need to say.
Wait.
There was Templeton right there.
Yeah, you seen that, right? Just because they're in the
Lack
street doesn't mean that
opinions.
they lack opinion.
Yeah, we're going back through old cases, so we could find more than that.
What else?
And the motive now seems sexual.
What do you mean sexual? Is someone sodomizing homeless men? How can I not get specific?
For real.
Just say the killer is acting from sexual compulsions.
Okay, give me a bid for the budget line.
Domestic was a Patricia Bogus found in her car. Drug-relateds were one Joseph Stewart found in his dining room and one Nathaniel Manns found in an alley garage.
A couple of graphs on each.
There goes the guy they torture in Prop Joe.
Is that a
Davis.
daughter? A niece? A little sister?
What'd you tell your girl?
I'm going to win.
Damn, that's his family. That's his girl and his kids.
You mean
The election.
Nigga think you all that.
Michael little brother disrespecting. That's crazy. Oh wait, that ain't Michael.
Nah,
little brother.
that ain't.
That's the little gangster kid. I forgot.
I'm out here getting stuff done. You up in some house somewhere playing Max little bitch.
How you gonna smack that little ass kid?
Can't
There you
fuck
go,
with him.
dude. Yup.
Yeah,
Nah,
damn.
fight him. At least fight him though. Show some heart.
Throw one straight.
Damn. Oh yeah, see, I mistake that little kid for Michael's brother last episode too. I forgot.
Yeah. He's the dude that got whooped by Michael.
Yeah, robbed his ass.
Nah, man, I can't have you stepping up for me anymore, you know?
Go see Cuddy, man.
Talk to the man.
Yes. Wow.
Set you straight.
Oh, is that what he's? That's where
Yes,
they at? Okay.
yes. Damn,
I'm
look
like,
at
bro,
my
go
man.
see Cuddy, man. Go learn
Cuddy
how
out
to
there
box.
looking help.
I need to train with you,
How your
son.
leg?
See that?
I see that.
I would never think. We saw Cuddy again. That's so good.
More money made clean. 410 915 0909.
Anything else?
Nah, take me off your clock.
Take me off your clock, nigga. I'm walking out.
I have a feeling this firm is going to have quite a payday from Mr. Stanfield and his people. Just gave me his phone number. If Marlo Stanfield is using a cell phone, it's just a matter of time before we're up to our asses in pretrial motions.
Yep.
Damn.
Litigating a wiretap case.
Motherfuckers, you supposed to be missing? Like, what was the... How you swing over this man's head like that? He like, damn, nigga.
What now?
I mean, you could take a little bit of a beating at least.
What now? We got a lot of work ahead of us. That would.
Either the indictment shows that or it doesn't.
Besides which, you begin 3 grafts in a row with the Jaron look.
How do you expect me to write this thing with your fucking fingers in my eyes? At least let me turn my copy in before you stomp on it.
They trying to help you so they
Damn,
don't
for
gotta
real.
stomp on it when you turn it in.
Exactly.
Shit.
You feel me?
Didn't know if you would come back. Took a lot of money with you.
Yeah, it wasn't about the money, bro. Wasn't there about that.
Is that him?
Wow.
Already got eyes
For
on
the
him.
condo life, I see. Too good for a row house.
Moving with muscle, too. Most likely they're expecting you to make a move.
And here I am. How about that?
But like he said, he wasn't gonna go after Marlo direct. So who he gonna pick off first?
Another round?
What else? You want this story to fly, you gotta give us something different. Keep what you need in the file, but give us something with a twist.
Sexual serial killer isn't enough?
Man.
Gold world, I know.
I mean, I guess all fucking serial killers had a sexual fucking
Yeah.
shit going on anyway. So he right. Need a little bit more.
He started biting them.
The bites.
Biting his victims. Inside thigh, right ass cheek, left nipple. He's a biter.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
A biter. That's great.
My name is nowhere on this.
For your cap. Which ain't happening with you, but we still have time to make the second edition.
Say it one more time, McNulty. My name is nowhere near this.
Alright.
Oh shit. What you up to, Herc?
He should have went in there with a fake name in the first place. Oh, he looking for Marlo's number.
Herc might come through with a final dub.
Bro, we've been saying that.
No.
Yes,
I
we did.
thought
We said he was gonna go to Carve with this information eventually. Like,
Nah. Well, you said that. I've been on the fuck Herc bandwagon.
fuck Herc for life.
Facts.
You're gonna leave me be.
That's crazy, Herc.
It is still fucking for life, but you know, he might make a play.
People gonna come at you just the same. Ain't like the movies where you beat up one bully and the rest just back the hell up.
That's facts.
I mean, he only got one
Why you
bully
think
right
they
now,
even
so
bother to come at you the way they
Technically,
do?
too.
I mean,
Other dude
that little
like
nigga.
No, the tall. Oh, the little. Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
see?
The big one is the only
All
one.
right,
The
now.
little one ain't no problem.
You'll see.
McNulty's cheap
I forgot.
motherfucker.
They be doing that shit. They be running out. And made first page. Did you read the whole thing? Was your name in it?
So did the major. So did the colonel.
And they all
so did our
pissed.
newly christened deputy ops. Deputies over City Hall right now. That was quick. Just because you got some fucking reporter to buy your weak shit does not mean everyone else buys it.
All
That's
right,
what's
so
up.
some pushback.
That's what's up, Jay. Do your job.
We've got good people working it. Obviously, it would be better if I can keep them on it around the clock.
You talking overtime?
If you could lift the cap for this particular investigation.
Done. Unlimited overtime for 2 detectives.
What?
Anything they need.
Sir, a case like this.
Lester McNulty?
Can't you have police sit on locations where the homeless gather, monitor them like that?
And still answer the calls, not without doubling up post units, which means overtime.
Overtime, again.
Blood in our veins, Mr. Mayor.
Only way to get shit done. Can't go back to them IOUs. You remember those? Everybody was walking around with them shits.
What's that? Gift from me one true partner. Cell phone number, Marlo Stanfield.
How the fuck did you
Don't
get
ask, don't tell. It's like one of those guys sucking dick in the army. Whatever else I ever did to piss you off, remember I also did this.
Okay.
Hey, Carver.
Okay.
When you put the bracelets on that bitch, remind them again of my fucking camera.
Bro, I felt like Herc was talking to me right there. That's what I felt like.
You tell every last one that I do not fall alone.
I knew he was gonna do
Think
this.
I'm gonna be the scapegoat for the whole damn machine.
He gonna try to take down as many as possible. What was hella extra, bro? That one was solid as hell. What the fuck?
Prosecutors come and prosecutors go. But win or lose, you're still gonna be back around before we know it. Am I right, Senator Davis?
She good.
She said, I am not going down with you, motherfucker.
As per your request for additional manpower and man hours, unlimited overtime has been approved for the investigation into the killings of homeless men. For you and one other detective only.
What about
It's a Lester.
surveillance teams? With 2 detectives working a red ball? What the fuck's wrong with this city? We need hours for a dozen men. We need surveillance vehicles, cameras.
Yep.
Come on, McNulty, you should have expected that. Like,
No, he
you
didn't
should-
even
you
think
should
about
expect
this.
that.
They didn't even think about this. They don't have the fucking funds.
Nah, I'm not talking about the funds. I'm talking about Jay's reaction.
Oh.
Period.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Come on.
or everybody's reaction at this point,
Take them.
except for Lester. Lester, the
Yes.
only one on his side.
Just watch and learn.
You lost your fucking
Yes,
mind.
you
Jimmy,
did.
look at you. Half lit every third night, dead drunk every second. Nut deep in random pussy. What little time you do spend sober and limp dick, you're working murders that don't even exist.
Damn. Ouch. I felt that. And I'm still siding with you, my boy.
What?
Wondering if the
Broke
murders
that
had changed
there.
things for you and the other fellas out here.
Oh, look what it is. You gonna look at your card?
He about to shit on him.
Yep.
This is a card.
Is it the same one? Or is it different?
He traded him.
You want to know?
McNulty's was just that shitty.
Dude.
They told me they still had you working out of this shithole, but I didn't believe it.
Coming with that number
but
for
it's
you.
been months since the boss has been able to find me.
Here we go. Happy birthday.
That's a cell.
You stop using cell phones. Ellis, how?
Police work, detective. Police work.
That boy happy.
Maybe this is gonna work out pretty easily.
You'll see.
But it seems to happen
Davis
in
on the
every city
podcast?
where we get a place inside the power structure and we become targets.
I know you're right.
I'm not saying it's a black-white thing. State's attorney, Mr. Bond, he's black. But if it serves his purpose, gets his name in the news, ups his profile, he'll do whatever the folks pulling the strings want him to do, whether it be character assassination, tied to...
It ain't a black or white thing, but it's a black or white thing.
I gotta hold my tongue. I know I don't want nobody pulling y'all's broadcasting license, so I can't say it like I feel it. But I wanted to come here.
I know, right? Can't even get one on the radio. Man, couldn't even say BS.
So how do we squeeze a wiretap out of my serial killer?
He ain't talking no business on him.
He's got to call someone.
A bullshit number on the paperwork to the courthouse. Marlo's cell number on the tap itself.
Yeah, this is fucking genius.
This shit is crazy.
Or not.
Exactly. I'm kind of against this part because they talk about putting it on paperwork now. This is when shit gets slippery.
It's been slippery, man.
So where do we take it today?
Well, unless the story develops, I think we've covered the bases. I'd say that Omar can check on things and we'll see where we're at by afternoon.
I don't know, Gus. I think this thing has legs. Maybe I go out with the cops on their rounds, watch them warn the homeless.
Good thought, but Alma can work that into whatever follow she has.
Go. Oh, I'm sitting around like a bunch of toddlers. Like, I said what I said. Oh, shit.
Came in uniform.
Man.
Relax, I'm not looking for a snitch. I know you're his partner in crime. I don't care.
Whoa, BD.
I just want to know from you where this is going.
I don't know if I can speak on that.
Look, I'm ready to put him out, okay?
That's
for me, for my
you put
kids.
a bunk in a tough situation.
I mean,
right
if
now.
in the end, if this is all there is to him, if he can't be better than this, I just want to know.
He's working this case right now. Look, he'll get his head in a certain place. He'll take a drink. I mean, a lot of us will.
It's more than just a drink he's taking.
Well, BD, I can't tell you what to do.
I don't like giving up.
Nah, you just choosing yourself. That's all. Man, poor Bunk.
I know, right? He got me in the middle of all this.
You feel me? And he is not agreeing with McNulty right now, but he trying to protect his mans at the same time.
You got to. You know what I'm saying? It's the bro code, but man, that one's tough.
What you about to do, Templeton?
Wow.
What the hell is he
That
doing?
man is.
And they want you to believe that there's only
Oh,
one
who it
side to
is?
this story.
All those them and we's. It ain't black and white, but.
We need him. We're going to keep him and damn anyone who says otherwise.
That boy Roy's trying to come back in when Carcetti go out. Like, let me get back up in there.
You might not stand tall on this.
You got that wrong, old friend. I'm gonna carry this.
You damn sure better, because if you don't, you won't be able to squeeze another greenback out of this town for the rest of your natural life.
We shall not be moved.
Without the guy.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is all going too far.
Sundresses?
All of it.
They look kind of hot with the clothes
I was gonna
on.
say that is a change of pace. He normally has the straight nudies, like he looking at lingerie and shit. I mean, sundresses now.
Your serial killer called the Baltimore Sun. Some goof claiming to be your guy called a reporter over there. One of the guys writing this shit up.
There's got to be a crank call.
That's what he did.
So.
That's funny because I was kind of thinking about that, but I was like, nah, that's McNulty's plan. They ain't gonna give it to this dude. That's sick. Get that smile. Look, negative.
Negative.
Exactly.
All the shit I done, all the works I shared.
Made
My
it,
best
bro.
boy years back, I fight off the same hype as him dozens of times. He had the bug for sure.
You're disappointed.
Yeah, because it ain't about the buzz.
Shit, this ain't about the buzz.
Exactly.
This is you trying to make the past be everything, mean everything. Sorry, Bubs. Shame ain't worth as much as you think.
Damn.
Let it go.
I don't like that
Hey.
much. Shame ain't worth as much as you think.
He got a great sponsor.
Bro, he's a solid actor. I'm assuming he was an actual addict at one point because his mannerisms are on point.
And you know he got some help from Prop.
That they wanted him to bite, that they asked for that. He complained that the article made him sound like a pervert. I asked him if he was angry at the men. He hung up.
He called you on your cell phone? Why didn't he call the paper?
I was all over the city yesterday handing my cards out to homeless men.
Can we talk off the record? The homicide unit received a phone call this morning from a payphone from the same neighborhood.
This
Based
nigga.
on Scott's voice description and the use of the number 12. Well, let's just say we need to find whoever it was made both those calls.
This
You
nigga.
made another call?
Wiretap approved.
McNulty, it's perfect.
I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting there. All this bullshit coming at me, thinking, Christ, it's a waste of time. And then I realized, this is the wiretap.
Yep.
Right here. They're giving it to me. Never mind me making a crank call to someone. This right here is Lester Freeman's motherfucking wire.
Vicious.
I can't believe how this is working out.
I filed exactly nothing, but use what I hear to rig the case on our real target. And when it goes to court,
There's no mention of a wiretap. It's all based on a CI.
4 copies.
It's the best. They going hard, son.
Damn.
Michael there.
Yo, how he's gonna get out of this? Oh, he gone.
I didn't even see him get. Damn.
I seen him get shot, but I didn't think it was in the head.
I missed that shit.
Are you gonna kill any of them? Are you gonna jump out the window?
Hell yeah, because we ain't see that scene with the car blow up yet. So you know.
Yo, look at him. He's terrified.
Fucking Jeepers Creepers.
Look at this man.
Only that
You seen
fucking
him?
trench coat, man.
Yo, he used that shit as a fucking
That's the
resistance.
Spawn cape, nigga. That shit.
Yo.
I'm good. I'm good.
No
I'm good.
way.
I'm good,
No
bro.
fucking way.
I'm good, bro.
No
Y'all be
way.
wondering why
How
I don't.
the fuck?
Niggas be giving me so much shit for not liking Omar, bro, and this is why right
No
here.
way,
man.
bro. That trench coat. I'm calling it. He grabbed the ends, the tips, and used that shit as a parachute. Only way. Only way.
Like I ain't saying it's impossible, but
Nah, that shit's impossible, bro.
Nah.
He breaking
Nigga, you seen-
both legs.
Bro, you seen the video of the nigga backflip off the store, and then when he dropped down, it did like the Spider-Man shit. Like,
Are you talking about the crackhead?
Yes.
Smack DVD?
I'm just saying it's possible.
He
but
was
still.
on crack. He was on crack.
Ain't no telling what Omar be doing before these fucking. No, really?
Oh man, wow. You want to know what's funny too? So, when we posted season 3, episode 11, someone said, "Remember the moment that you talked about jumping out the window?" And now I see why, because fucking Omar does the impossible.
Damn, I want to go back and see what the hell we said. Like,
There we have it. Season 5, episode 5 in the books. The fantastical Wire.
Facts.
Oh, that ending right there was just too good. I loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Omar's the best. Plot armor maxed out, but it's cool though because I enjoy it. I enjoyed the little things is what I enjoy about this show. But overall, I thought the episode was it was pretty good. It was decent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know. But how you felt about it, Formal?
like you said, it was cool. It was a decent episode. Definitely, you know, more of a little setup episode for us, laying out the groundwork. I mean, we still are in the beginning half of the season, but this is definitely, I would say, one of the more slower paced ones.
Yes.
But I definitely like the progression of the wiretap. Like that was definitely the fun part of this episode for sure. So not too bad. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. I guess we'll get into the politics of things, since it's not too much to talk about there. But Clay Davis is on. His first instincts were to completely just say fuck all y'all. I'm gonna burn everybody down to the ground. But Madam President really did talk him, sweet talk him into, riding the wave, because when you do, you'll have a helping hand at the end of the day. So I like that. I like that shift. Because for a moment there, I honestly believed that Clay was just gonna be like, "Fuck everybody," but it's nice to see that he gonna ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if that puts a dent in any of this, which I'm pretty sure it's not, because case is pretty solid right now. So I don't know. You know, Davis is out there working.
He trying, but she right though. Like you gotta, if you gonna be in this life, bro, you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared, man, to take that stand and take that fall. So I'm with her on that, to be honest, because she's right. Even what she said about Burrell, like he didn't blow no shit, and look at his ass. He making $12,000 more than he was before, doing less work, still got his pension, so he could still retire happily and all that good stuff. And the fact that he did decide to stand tall instead of cracking, he was able to have that which seemed like a successful event with Royce. Yeah. Because if he would have went and started talking his shit, that would have never happened. Motherfuckers would have been like, all right. Yep. Time to do what we need to do to separate ourselves from this cat and make sure that he really does take the fall only on himself. So I'm definitely with her on that, and it looks like there's some potential progress from that because they got the community to stand behind them. So this is definitely not over. This shit is definitely not over.
I know, it's crazy, but on other politics too is the whole man. We both knew going in that Cuddy was gonna have a really tough time dealing with the $52 million deficit and balancing that with the police force and all that. We knew it was gonna be rough, but this rough is just like we got 50 teachers on the brink of losing their jobs, and that was Michael's brother talking about that, about his teacher, like how we gotta make sure we do good on the test so they could keep their jobs. Like so, it man, I would not want to. I kind of see those days where he was like crying, like you know what I'm saying, like I kind of don't want to do this. I see why, man. All the shit he got to eat right now is pretty unbearable. And then on top of that, you thinking you're getting a dub with Clay Davis, and then he comes and possibly potentially got some backing behind him. So it's tough.
Hell yeah, because it is tough. Because now it almost seems like he's losing in all ends. Like for a second there, I was thinking like, okay, yes, lack of police funds, but maybe we can get some boost in the schools, but looks like that shit's still struggling as well. And like you said, there's consequences, repercussions that are going to come from that. Losing teachers, closing down the special education program, like that just means they're going to have overcrowded schools, and then kids that aren't supposed to be in certain classes are going to be in there disrupting others. Test scores never going to go up. So the vicious cycle, man. The vicious cycle of them inner city public schools, man. It's all bad. It's all bad.
Yeah.
And then that the Davis shit, I'm pretty sure he's heavily dependent on that, because that'll help him accelerate to his next step, right? If Davis gets taken out of the picture, because doesn't he want to become senator, or is it governor he wants to become?
He wants to be governor.
Yeah.
But just having that under your belt, that help push that and lock up somebody who potentially is, corrupt, it's always a good look. So
hell yeah, yep.
Having that on his resume wouldn't be bad.
Facts.
Yeah, man. But all that ties into the funds of the police, which is this episode. This episode was McNulty and Lester trying to muster up a plan for them to back them so they can, investigate Marlo. And I disapprove of everything. To be honest, I disapprove. I think it's not the way to do it. It's just I'm on Buck's team, because McNulty for sure is obsessive to the point where the man can't live a happy life. Like, this man doesn't go home. He's drinking all day. And you know what I'm saying? He's sticking his pickle in everything he can find. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't think it's a good look for the dynamic duo right now to continue this. But
what does his personal life have to do with getting 22 murders solved, bro.
That
Like,
his
what?
personal life has to do. It's in correlation with one another because once he starts obsessing, that's when he starts turning to the dark side. Like he starts drinking. Once he starts drinking, he starts fucking, and once he starts fucking, he just don't give a fuck about his family no more. So
But
you know
again,
what I'm saying?
what does that have to do with the murders though? Because you saying you don't agree with their process, right? And then you talked about McNulty's personal life. What if McNulty was doing just as good as he was last season, but still constructing these? Would you still not be behind it?
That's a good question.
See
but
what I mean? Like,
but I think this, like, if he did say he was happy and you know everything with Ronnie was good, and he still came up with this idea, I still wouldn't be down with it.
Okay.
But there's a correlation with him being, you know, having those compulsions of trying to, you know, achieve something. Yep. And him drinking and doing other shit, and you know what I'm saying. So there's a correlation there with McNulty. So that's all I'm trying to say. It's like, you know what I'm saying. If the man was just doing his regular beat cop shit, he'll be happy. We need him, get him back there. So hopefully they can wrap this fucking Marlo shit up so he can go back to doing that. And hopefully, you know, he got a good one, man. I always hate to see that, man, when a good one has to go through the bullshit because, I mean, he's out of pocket, man. He's out of line. And he's out of line, man. Lester ain't helping.
Facts, man. I'm with them boys. I don't care what nobody say. That's like I said, that's 22 bodies, man. That's what did Jay say? He said
it is.
You worried about these 22 bodies from last year. I can't even get support for fucking bodies that are coming in this year. So that just let you know, bro, them 22 bodies are just going to continue to get buried year after year to the point where a nigga like Marlo is going to make it and just live his freaking life. Like, so it's definitely wrong. Like, I ain't going to say it's right, but I'm down with the process because I don't really see how else they could look. I mean, look how much harder they still having to go just to even get the OT, matter of fact. Like, before they even got the wiretap, they had to go the extra mile of creating dentures to start biting nips and ass cheeks just to get OT approved. So, like, I'm just saying.
I like that. I like that whole angle of, like, how far do we have to go in order to get, like, really people's attention here? Like, a fucking erotic, fucking sexual, fucking predator, fucking serial killer isn't enough? That's what you're telling me?
You feel me?
Yeah.
They was talking about cannibalism? Like, they was like, fuck the sex. Is he actually eating these niggas? Because then we got something.
It can progress, though. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
You feel me?
McNulty's
maturing.
Like, damn, McNulty's like, shit, I wish I had a pad down. These are good ideas. Right. Like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, we're probably gonna make a homeless stew out of these niggas. Yeah, so I'm still with the cause, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. No, I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm enjoying it. You know, I disapprove of it, but I enjoy McNulty going through his mannerisms of, you know, take a swig of this real quick. And I love how he played, like, you know, his idea was to make the phone call, but the dude ended up making the phone call. And then he ended up saying, oh yeah, I ended up getting a phone call too. Like, so it's still, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that
was actually perfect because that, like he said, it took it out of his hands, so he didn't even have to. Because honestly, the one thing I'm worried about is them getting sloppy. So that is one thing I'm worried about. McNulty getting, you know, sloppy because of, you know, drunkenness and potentially losing BD and shit like that. Like, so that is one thing I'm worried about. So every extra thing they do to keep trying to get people to pick up on this case is another potential, you know, outlet for someone to catch their ass. So I was worried about that. So I'm kind of glad that Templeton did it. And then I'm also glad that Templeton did it because it just proves everything we've been saying about him since, like, episode 1, that he's a fraud. Like,
yep.
So we gonna dig into that eventually. They gonna expose his ass eventually.
We'll see if he does get exposed. I wonder if that really was him on the newspaper, because I had to, like, I gotta watch it again, the intro, but I thought it was Buddy from the beginning. as well. Could have been him.
The
The dude that asks Ronnie about the you gotta warn me.
The federal
Yeah.
reporter. The federal.
It looked like him as well. So next episode we watch, I'm gonna keep my eye on that to see if it's really Templeton.
I'm 100% say that was Temple, bro.
All right. We'll see next episode. You know we watching one. We on a wire train right now. You feel
Facts.
me? we gonna finish this out this either this week or next week. So, Marlo out here. What is this? What is this say? What is there to say? Can't speak today. What is there to say about Marlo, man? That he hasn't said himself. I am wearing the crown right now. I am the king. The man is literally he did it. He got the Greeks' approval. He the man right now. I mean, it's not much to say. The dude is he's pretty smart for what he knows. Omar's coming after him, and from what they're saying, this could take up to 2 weeks, possibly. But knowing Omar, it didn't take that long.
Yeah, fool. I don't want to say that name. But yeah, the only thing about Marlo this episode that I was kind of like, especially now that the episode's over, is the party comment. The party comment, bro.
What, that he wants to celebrate?
Yeah, like I'm like, damn, son, is Marlo getting comfortable, bro? Like, is that's what's happening? Because that's his one. Like, to me, that was the one good thing about it, is that he never really got too comfortable, and then even at times that he was, Chris was kind of there to straighten him out, which he was here again this time to straighten him out and let him know, like, now we should probably focus on XYZ first.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, damn, like, is he getting too comfortable? Because that's what happens. You become the king. You kind of wear that crown. You feel me? Everybody fears you or respects you, and you get a little bit too comfortable and shit slips. So I'm like, damn, son, is Marlo getting too comfortable? He's accepting cell phones and shit like that, and picking up calls to unknown numbers. Like, I wouldn't even picked up that call from Lester. Fuck all that. Like, so I'm just like, man, we got to keep eyes on Marlo, boy.
Nah, I think it's exactly what the Greek said. This is your phone. You pick up the calls. Call people on it. Do normal business on this. Like, you feel me? We want them to know that you ain't up to no bullshit on this cell phone. So I think he's just playing the part. And then on top of that, it goes to show you how really locked in he is, because he could have went out and party, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He chose not to. And I was gonna say the results speaks for themselves, but they didn't get him. They didn't get him this episode because
exactly. See, I like that you said that, because I was gonna say you got to think holistically about this. He might have not got this episode. He might have not went and partied this episode, but he's showing the signs, bro. That's all I'm saying. He's showing signs of loosening up.
Come on now. When you make it to the top, they got to be at least a day. You feel me? At least one day. You don't work your way all the way up there. You know what I'm saying? You haven't had any days off until you got to the top. It's
so what you're saying is we need at least like a 12-minute episode of Snoop, Chris, and Marlo at Six Flags.
Nah, what I'm saying is I need, in order for them to celebrate, they need to kill Omar. So that has to be the objective first. Like, we need to kill Omar for us to be able to, even have just a small inkling of rest. Just a little
nigga. I thought this nigga froze, bro. Hold on, you was bashed. This nigga did it. You did it, bro. This was hella cool. What the fuck? This nigga
got him.
Yeah,
wasn't even trying.
Nah, that was good. Nah, you're right though. They got to get rid of Omar, but they still got to worry about the PD, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I personally don't pick up unknown numbers, so I wouldn't have picked that shit up. And that would have still been me using my phone naturally, in my opinion. Like, so I don't know, man.
Listen, all I know is this. I know exactly what's going to be the thumbnail for this episode. And that is Batman. Because that man jumped out the window with the
Let's
key.
go. We can see that's what you want to talk about. Let's go. Let's get it.
I mean, bro, the man literally jumped out the 17th floor.
It's at the 17th.
Bro, that shit was dumb high, bro. You see how high that shit was?
It was high.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care. Listen, when I was young, I used to be dumb. You know what I'm saying? As young boys are. We play with fire. We jump off roofs. We play tag. You know, we do dumb shit. Never. No. And then for them to rush to the window or rush outside and then to look down and the man not even hurting, crawling, nothing. So the plot armor stick with this one.
Hey, yo. And before y'all try to say, it's the adrenaline. Fuck Omar, bro. Because I have a feeling somebody gonna say that shit, bro. It's the adrenaline, all them bullets going around and shit. He seen somebody die. Like, of course he had that. Nah, man, fuck that, bro. That shit was crazy. Because for one, he jumped through the window. That right there is an impact that you could potentially get dazed from. And then he jumps off the 3rd floor. Did he do the other guys? Aim for the bushes. Like,
yes,
I did see there was a bush there. Like, is that what happened there? Like,
oh my God. Thank you for that. Because I'm inserting that clip there. Bro, aim for the bushes and then I'm gonna put Omar jumping out there.
You got to, because when they did show the layout, I was like, maybe his ass landed in them bushes, but still, man.
They should have dropped like a fake body on the bushes to have that imprint. You feel me? To have like some type of imprint.
The acne imprint?
Yeah, so when they look down, they're like, oh damn, he landed right there, but he gone.
You see the black hole through yeah, man. Oh man, I hated that part. I ain't even gonna lie.
The fantastical. That shit was dumb funny, bro. I needed that.
But where do we go from here though?
Exactly.
He wanted to keep everyone else kind of separated from the war, right? Like if I'm not mistaken,
who?
Omar, right? He didn't really want to bring in anyone else. He only brought in the cat that he brought in because he kind of like insisted, like, nah, like I'll go, with you.
Yeah,
It looked like he wanted to keep everyone else separate. So I'm wondering, like, is he gonna try to recruit a second person, or is he gonna try to finish this out by himself?
I think, Dolo.
Yeah, and how is that even gonna look? Because
we seen
that boy was
it
pinned down.
The intro.
Pinned down.
We seen the intro. There's that one scene
car.
Of the exploding car and him having someone on the ground. So whatever it is, he about to go in.
Yeah, we just don't know who is on the ground though.
We don't at all. We don't know who's on the ground. We don't know who's in the car. It looked like it was Omar's little decoy Jeep that rode off at the apartment. So it could be the dude that wore the vest. Could be him. But I'm excited to see where it goes. Even though I think realistically, obviously, but we're watching TV and we're watching the end of the series where it's kind of a little bit more fantastical, like you would say, a little bit. With the serial killer, Omar jumping out the window, Pop Joe dying, even though he realized cheese. Like, what are we talking about here? But yeah, I think it's a good way to go. We'll see if Omar can actually achieve this, man. If he can actually do it, take him out, or is he gonna suffer the same fate as his boy?
Yeah.
You got any?
I don't know, man, because we've already made predictions that Marlo's gonna make it out of the show. So
yeah,
so that is interesting because there's two fucking things that could get his ass right now, either Omar or Lester. So
yes,
it's looking at prediction kind of getting thinner and thinner each episode. Right?
It really is. It really is because him fucking around with Omar that could lead them to the cops.
Yep, exactly.
Especially if they got surveillance out there watching them or something, something like that. Easily could catch him slipping with this whole Omar shit. So yeah, the potentials of him not making it at the end is starting to close a little bit. But we never know with The Wire. So I'm excited to dive into these next few episodes.
Next one.
What do any final thoughts on this episode?
Yeah, I'm glad they brought back Cuddy and Dukie. Yes. It's not like they was gone for a long time, but you know, as we get to the end, each episode counts for the most part. So you just kind of like, damn, what they do with this guy? What they do with that guy? So I'm glad they showed that. I'm glad that Michael and Dukie haven't really caused the Dukie getting off the corner didn't cause a void in between them, because I remember I mentioned that I was worried that was gonna happen. It doesn't seem like it's done that. Michael seems to accept Dukie who he is. He's like, bro, you smart. You got, you know, other skills. You don't got to be in the streets. Like he even trains him and still tells him. That's what I really like about it. And Cuddy actually did the same thing, right? He allowed him to practice, but still let him know, like, you don't have to take this route. If you want to keep doing it, you know, I'm your guy. Like, I'm your mans. I'm gonna help you, but you got other shit, bro. Like, you can make it out of here. You just don't have to be here forever. So I like that, man. I like what they're doing with Michael and Dukie. I know for a second during this season I was kind of getting a little bit bored of their story, but I like it. I like it, man. I'm flip flopping, y'all. I don't care.
Fight me. It's like that. It's like that.
It's like that.
But yeah, it was nice seeing Cuddy, man. It was really nice because, you know, some of the characters that were in season 4, you know, some of them have been like completely dropped off and we haven't seen them at all. So it was nice to see that Cuddy's still serving a purpose out here in the hood, helping these kids, and you know, he's still moving forward, even though, you know, the last time we seen him, he had a bullet in his leg. So
exactly.
It was nice seeing them healthy.
Yeah.
And doing well. I'll say my final thought is just Bub's situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
To me, it I could understand why he feels that way, because so much, like you said, there's been so much shit that he's been through just in these few seasons, and we haven't seen him before that. He's been a crack, you know what I'm saying, addict for way more longer time than we've been watching him. So
yes,
I understand like why he's hesitant of like passing that threshold, but I honestly believe that once he does, it's gonna be the best thing for him, and I hope that, you know, we do conclude with him passing that, and possibly even, you know, patching it up with his sister or something like that, you know, and her actually embracing him into her life. So something like that for conclusion for Bub will be really enjoyable for me to watch. So hopefully that happens, because he's had one of the saddest arcs in this show.
Seeing that man get a hug with his sister. Yeah, man.
The hug, man.
Yeah, the Bub story is definitely a disheartening one. I actually thought that this episode was gonna be his crossover, because I thought he was gonna go to his sponsor and say, I want to go talk, you know, about the charade.
That's what I thought too.
Story.
Yeah.
But instead it was something completely different. But that's all kind of catapulting to where we want it to be eventually. Like his sponsor said, you're gonna have to face the past, bro. You're gonna have to start living for today. Face the past so you can start living for today. I like the sponsor, man. He's a solid cat.
Me
like
too.
I said, he's a good actor. I'm sorry for assuming, but if he was a drug addict, you could definitely, like, you could see the mannerisms are there. That's why I think he's a good actor, because I'm like, if he wasn't a drug addict, that he did his fucking homework, because he got a couple of mannerisms where the way he like moves his neck and shit. I'm just like, oh man, like that shit be killing me. I'm like, damn, this nigga is on point with those movements, bro. But I'm digging that cat. I'm pretty sure he was, though. I think someone in the comments said he actually was, and you know, he's a musician and all that other stuff.
Yeah, he's been like sober for 30-some years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm loving the Bub story, and it's crazy because you was just asking about him too. You was like, they're gonna show Bubs again, like, so we getting him back. Maybe we will get that hug by the end of the season.
Hey, I hope so, man. But overall, man, enjoying season 5, loving where it's going. Can't wait to close out some of these stories and some of these characters. So we'll see where we go from here. Give us that score, man.
I'll give this one a 7.5.
Okay. I think that's a perfect score. I'm going with a 7.5 as well. It was, you know, it's a little draggy, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we got to deal with this lying ass motherfucking news reporter, and then we gotta deal with this lying ass McNulty, lying ass.
I was gonna say who? Everybody a liar.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just waiting, like, hold on, which one's the biggest liar to Bralik right now? Because all these niggas be lying.
Shout out to Ronnie, man, for being a real one. Man.
Okay, Ronnie.
You know what I'm saying? Not Ronnie.
I was gonna say that's a
Russell.
random ass shout out. Okay.
Russell, yeah. Shout out to Russell.
That's why I'm like, okay, Ronnie, shit. Like, I mean, sure.
He was like, damn, I'm surprised you didn't call me a simp for that one.
I mean, she did do the Clay Davis shit, right?
Yeah,
she kind of helped out with that. So,
shout out to Russell, man, for holding it down, being strong, being a strong woman. You know, I like that line of her saying, like, you know, I don't like to just, you know, give up on things.
Yeah.
So she's putting the effort into, you know, trying to keep it together, but it seems like, you know, it's getting closer to the end. So hopefully, like I said, maybe we could finish the investigation. That way he could kind of shift gears and be like, all right,
and come back,
I want to focus on family, my 2 sons, and, you know, Russell. So those are my wishes. Those are my hopes and dreams. I'm crossing my fingers for that. So hopefully
that was actually, since you mentioned that, it was a solid thing that his ex-wife said to him too. She was like, Yes.
He had 2 good ones, man. He the fuck up.
Bro, I mean, yeah, he is, and
he the fuck up. Like, he had 2 good ones.
It's
His
crazy
first
too, because I think he knows that too. Like, it's not even like he's, because there's niggas out there who don't take accountability for shit. Like, I'm pretty sure McNulty knows that he's a fuck up, but it's
he came into a realization last season when he went on the date with the council chick.
Oh yeah.
The chick that was helping Carcetti. Like,
Yeah,
he figured it out then that, like, it's me. You feel me? That's when that's when shit changed. Like, you feel me? That's when season 4 came and he was a new man because he had that realization. So I'm sorry for keeping it longer, but you know how we do.
Oh nah, too bad. They know what's up, man. Because
we ain't never over when we say it's over.
You feel me? Because I got one more thing. One thing I do want to say that I really did appreciate about that conversation is that she gave him the keys. Like, she literally let him know, this is how you lost me and this is how you about to lose her. Even though you probably know that already, I want you to know that me and her talked. We talked. We have talked, and she sounds like she's ready for you to leave just as much as I was ready. Like, so I feel like that's some solid shit for like an ex-wife to say. Like, that's some non-toxic relationship right there, because we seen where they came from. They were hella toxic to each other for a while. Like, so for her to be able to muster that up and say it to him, and in the same conversation, also tell him that she was kind of envious about the fact that Beatty got the good side of him that she didn't, and then still let him know, like, she's at that stage that I was also at before we separated. So yeah, so since you shouted out Beatty, I'm gonna shout out the ex-wife, because that was a solid conversation for her to have with the McNulster.
Yep, shout out to 2 great women, man. All right, if y'all still rocking with us this long, listen, y'all. We appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all already know what the time it is. If y'all haven't already, man, like the video, comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this episode.
And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe. Y'all know the goal, 10K. Click the button, click the bell. And if you're into the full-length reactions, bring your own copy. Patreon link is in the description down below. FRR is out. Peace.